Hello and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel. And I feel this message today is, it's a special one because it's rather borderless to continue the message that I got. And it took me a minute to get it, but let's see how what the cards say, just to, I don't know, it's a journey, okay? Yeah, so if you find a word, it's yours. Time, confidence, and play. Okay. Time. Time can be seen to be both linear and spiral. Circle back to explore concepts from the past and create the future. Confidence. Know and feel this affirmation beyond a doubt. I am all that I need to get what I want. And play. Our work can and should take on this quality of play, for it is play that stimulates creativity. Yeah, I feel that there is, with time and play, I feel that from a creation point of view, if you are the one who is creating everything you need in your life, you need to create something that fills some gaps in your life. This means that the gap, in a way, in a life that might be sad or just something that is underlying your current, right? Which is, again, time. You need to do something to fill what you feel is not in your life. So I feel that this message comes across because there is something that is lacking joy, right? And joy has been mentioned here on this channel in my comments by someone. And I feel that that's important because if you are not experiencing any joy at the minute, you need to create it yourself. And this will free you up, or this will complete something. And you are the creator of this. Therefore, this is very important. So let me see. Daughter of Coins. Okay. 6 of Coins. And the Moon. Oh, love that. Ace of Flames. Oh, that's a big card when you think about flames as this intense energy of passion and everything that is also a passion within a destruction, right? So if you this might not be something that you might relate to too much, that there can be passion in this, or that it doesn't feel like it, but it's the same energy. It's a burst of energy. It's intense, right? And I feel with the 6 of Coins, I don't want to go too much into the coin region here, right? Because coins are very earthly and very, that's the medium we have created to exchange things. And this is changing because it is just energy. And in this earthly suit we are in, with the footprints and the handprints and your unique fingerprint, right? All that this card wants to show us is that there is energy that is not confined to the matter that we have created. Even, as a word, we created this word matter, and it doesn't matter. And what you are, what this world needs is a creation, or a creation that fills your personal. It's a very personal thing. A creation that fills your personal needs. So, and it's just energetic. And if you see, this is the diamond there, your discovery of this is very groundbreaking. It feels like a breakthrough. And also there's something coming in with the moon that I feel this card, this whole deck here from Margaret Peterson, I think her name is very interesting because it was developed over a long time period. And one might not even think that too much when you look at the artworks and all of that. But I feel that every creation has got much more depth to it based on our unique experience here, right? And this creation here, the moon card here, I feel is today's bridging dimensions. It's a realization of the existence of a parallel universe that is profoundly connected with you. And this realization might at first be a bit something had to happen in this dimension that is, if you look at it as a whole, is completing two parallel universes within themselves. So with the Hall of Mirrors, it means that there is a parallel universe that you have connected with briefly that is now being merged with this dimension. And it is just a start of the ripple effect of what is happening. I see this big, those two statues, and they feel holographic. And if a hologram means that every tiny bit of the hologram reflects itself within itself, this parallel universe is just two, right? That's not, those are just two parts, but they were always a part of each other. So when you come to the realization that there is a parallel universe that is connected to this, and it has the parts of the missing parts of the parts that you are missing in your life. So this frees you up and it leads you to a new road. And if you see this, this person here is very stuck. She is entangled in something that doesn't move, in a liquid, or that a liquid that once was liquid but is not anymore. It wants to look at the different, whether it's liquid or if it's fluid or if it's manifested. And remove all of this and just take the energy from it with this, right? So there's the energy, and the energy is all around, right? So you have the realization that there is a parallel universe connecting with you through some experience, and it is like a puzzle that is being completed. But it goes further, of course, because that's just the beginning of it. So if you have a puzzle that is connected to another puzzle, this means there are most likely more of them, much more. It's infinite, right? But it's just the realization of this that fills it completely. And that's uncertainty that we try to make certain, because I feel that if there are two different worlds, right, being connected, it's like day and night, or, the world in the sea versus the world that we live in, right? But also dimensionally, if you go to a different dimension, which is happening in the same time frame, but on the same dimension, on different dimensions within the same time frames, but location-wise is also the same. And those worlds are being connected, and something had to happen to make the disconnect between, or to make it appear that the worlds are disconnecting, just so you can see that the worlds are connected, and it's being returned back to you now, the realization of that. And if you want to see a universe or a dimension as a creation of energy, then you gain profound insight about the way we are. It's as if you have this connection. This connection cannot be disconnected, right? Because you realize that, and then it leads to something being the connection of this was not anticipated, or it might come as a surprise in your life. No judgment here, right? It's just that it goes further, and then you realize what needs to happen next. It feels that you realize you're part of the puzzle, if you are a part of it. And what does it lead to? I feel that there is some structural change that needs to happen, that is within this dimension, so you can bridge the other one, right? So, and I feel that there are forces that might not agree with this or might not want this to happen because of the way this person here is being held captive almost in this structure. It's breaking the consciousness that breaks free. And if you look at those horses, they are wild horses. They are jumping around. They are free. They are crossing dimensions. They are interdimensional beings. But they are often being trained for some other purposes that might not reflect their free spirit. Because if horses could be horses just the way they wanted to, they wouldn't carry us, or they wouldn't do that. Some might, as a friendly way of interacting with another species, right? So it could be, but I feel that that there's a lot of force being put on some creatures, not all of them. Okay, it's all about specifics here, right? So some creatures might be trained against their will when there is something that wants to be seen, that and that's the rebellious act, and there are forces coming together that are forming this bridge. And it is not a bridge. It begins with a bridge, you know. But first there needs to be able to build a bridge, you need to discover a different land. You need to discover that there is some land that needs to be bridged too. Right? And look at this tiger there, right? This tiger is just stepping on something that doesn't really look like it is from this dimension. But it is, in fact, yeah, it might not be, and that's the point. There's this intergalactic crossing that is happening. And it appears at first that this tiger is possibly going away completely from our what we perceive dimension, but the tiger is just in need to go completely to the other side so the bridge can be formed. And there are forces here on this side that know about the other side, and there are forces on the other side that know about the this tiger knows that the tiger needs, that this bridge needs to be happening. This needs to be closed, built, and therefore the tiger is stepping over the bridge completely, but only in certain areas. There is still the energy of the tiger is still around. I feel that there is this bridge is filling the gaps for us and making it whole. But what is it? Healing. Travel and animals. Oh, forgiveness. Okay. I want to see with healing and all of that, and I'm being reminded of love, but also if you see travel, it feels that when you are traveling, you are just going away for a short time from where you were originally. If you were living like a traveler all your time, would you really be traveling, or does this need a different word? Right? Because travel for me just indicates that you leave a place and then you travel, and then. But if you were someone who lives like that, wouldn't this also mean that everywhere you are is your home? Of course, right? And with the healing and forgiveness, I feel there's a word not mentioned, and that is love, right? With love, and animals just show us the purest form when we love them, but they also show us. I feel that there is something within animals when they look at you. I feel that there's the eyes are standing out, and also more animals than I was expecting personally. If you look at this owl here, there's a cat, and there's a wolf, and there's this dove, and they're all having a very interesting view. It's like they see a different dimension. They see something we don't. And I feel that there's a healing happening. But why? I'm asking, when something needs to be healed, was there something broken? It indicates that, right? And with travel, maybe, you know, sometimes travel is being used to heal something, right? So sometimes we go on a journey after we have experienced something that we need healing from, to gain a new perspective, to heal through it, you know. That is, but sometimes we also use traveling to run away from something that might need to be healed, right? Sometimes we just try to fill our experience with new experiences so we can override or with time create the distance faster. So if you have experienced something that you didn't want to experience, or that is just weighing hard on you, and you try to travel because you want to fill your consciousness with more experiences that create a distance between you and the point of what happened, to make it go away faster, to heal through it faster, this won't work, right? And I feel that the healing in this is the realization that you don't need to travel, and that there is something happening in between dimensions that makes you realize that there is no healing needed, because there was something that wasn't even, that is not in need of healing. Because you see the bigger picture. It's with the travel where you, go through different landscapes and you gain insights about people, everything. In I feel that this is a small scale experience in comparison to the bigger picture that is being revealed. And then you see that there's no healing needed, actually, because you know the bigger picture, and then it makes you excited more. And this itself is a healing, of course, because then you get excited of, oh, now you know what's happening. And what's happening is actually exciting more than sad, because there's a bigger picture at play. Because you see it now. Oh, prepare and reflect again. Okay, cool. Okay, preparation. I feel that, oh, now you get excited. Maybe you feel the need to prepare for something. Did you hear the hammer? Or yeah, I feel, okay. So I feel with this eggshell, I feel, wow, this is getting big. I feel that there are two dimensions which are going to be united, or someone else is knocking on the other wall, and this other, I want to say, being is knocking on the other side of the wall, like this eggshell, trying to break it, so two dimensions can be united again, in a very holographic type of way. Those dimensions have never been parted, but not consciously. It's just we couldn't perceive it because we were in the egg, and there's someone outside of the egg trying to just make the shell go away, and it's actually happening, and it's succeeding. And it all started with someone traveling to the other side and then making this easier. I feel that there was something inside the egg so one dimension was in the egg, right? And it couldn't go out. Somehow someone else needed to come from the other side with the consciousness and the development of the the insight, the enlightenment, I want to say, who knows that? And this needs to be bridged so the light can go through both dimensions. It's a bridging of them, right? That's what is happening. And those are the preparations that were just, wow. I know everything, I just heard some glass shattering. I feel that there's this something, it's like there was a veil, there was something we couldn't perceive. Most of us, right? And now it's starting to happen that a lot of people are realizing within their own lives that there's something coming into our dimension that is changing this. And it's a very loving experience, because an egg, but it's a rebirth, right? But in this case, it's a rebirth of a new world. And it could feel that there is a lot of destruction happening, but it's not. It's construction. But first, it needs to be opened. And that is what has happened. So someone's hammering, right? and trying to break through from this to the other side. And it needs to happen. Yeah, I'm getting very dreamy here. Dream world. Me talks. Repairing the body, mind, spirit. And eye of the needle, intentionality. See? And there are those, if you just remove the words, right? And because I feel that the words, we have invented them. We made words to explain things. But there's something happening that we can only, the way I described it with this example of an egg and whatnot, right? It's not doing it justice. And I feel that there's something that we need to learn that is bringing in this change. It's the openness to this as well, right? It's when we live in an egg, right? For all we know of, right? And then suddenly someone comes in and breaks the egg apart, and there's a whole world outside of the egg. Of course, you need to learn a freaking whole lot, right? Because you'd be like, oh, I was living in a freaking egg. This alone, the realization of I was living in an egg, in a fucking egg. When you are standing outside of this egg and looking at it and be like, I was living in an egg. You know what I mean? And you'd be like, oh fuck, I was living in a freaking egg. All the time. With this, and it bursts your bubble of, well, okay, well, that's something, and it's the eye of the needle thing also, it's like you were living in a freaking dimension that was way too confining for the wholeness we are, and we need to develop. It's like, it's the world is developing, and it's not just, our small world here, right, where we go, where we have our egg for breakfast, maybe, or not, right, and then it comes in, and it's bigger than what you might have thought of, and you see that you have been living inside of this eye of the needle all the time, this tiny fragment thing, when there's so much more, and so much freedom of all. And I feel with coins, again, the structure we have invented, right, that is just the part of the limitation, because energy, we put the label of coins on something that is called energy, where we could just create whatever we want with energy. And there's no need for this dimension here, this dense dimension, I love that. I said that a lot. I love that. Love. Yeah, okay, we have got love here on the table. So I feel that the egg is being broken apart by love. And the egg, if you want to see it like that, has been created with love as well, right? But in between, what's happening in between is a bit of destruction or a little bit of force. A loving force, though, right? But this bridge, the eggshell, needs to crumble. It needs to. We are at the stage where we are ready for this, right? Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So I feel that, you know, when a chicken or a chick, right, breaks out of an egg, the chick needs to do something to enhance that, right? To work with it, to feel that, you know, so we need to do something to change our energy to meet this. And to change our energy means to forgive, first of all, to love. So if there's someone, something, whatever, that you have that's energetic, something dissonance with, forgive them and love them in your forgiveness. And then this changes the energy. And with dance, could be also your own limitations, right? Because dance is something that is also, we are doing this. We do this to change energy or to play with energy, to flow with energy. We move through the energy of music. We move our bodies, and we, by adapting the rhythm of the beat and whatever is in the music, we can dance. And some people might think they can't dance because maybe they can't hear, right? If they can't hear, how should they dance if they can't listen to music? But they can feel the beat, can't they? And if some people can't, you know, physically move all of their body, maybe they can just move parts of their body and dance like this with hands or, you know, just little parts. And there's someone working on the other side, like breaking the eggshell, hammering, you know, doing all the things to improve what we are experiencing here. And you need to do the same. And you must not be dragged down by some limitations. Okay, all right. Getting excited. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Oh, that's so beautiful, because what would heaven be for you? What would heaven be? Who would you want to see? What if you can go there? You know, when there's a different dimension, when two parallel universes are meeting, merging, the one smaller one, the egg, is all a part of the reading, right? The egg. And it's breaking apart and coming together. Maybe you will be reunited with some souls that you are missing, right? Could be. But why do I say maybe? Am I not believing what I am channeling here? Is it heaven on earth would be? Heaven on earth feels so delusional. It feels so delusional that it feels impossible. Right? It feels impossible. But it's happening. And you have to believe. Well, do you have to? Well, of course you don't have to, but you want to believe. I had that in a reading, didn't I? You want to believe. And this can create some sadness, because if this is so beautiful that you want it to happen and you don't believe it could, it's like you're in the inside of the egg, and you are knocking at the other side, and you want to go out, and you knock there, and you want to go, but you are not sure what's beyond this structure, right? You are not sure of it. You have never been there, you think. But we are coming from even far further out, right? So but we were made to forget. But if there's someone knocking on the other side, it's a confirmation for you that there's something out there that wants to come in, right? When there's someone, when you see that, when you hear it all of a sudden, right? And to be honest, before I started the reading, nothing was happening. Everything was quiet here, right? And now all of a sudden, this knocking is happening. Yeah, as a symbol of this, right? And I felt that I needed to make a reading that was not bound to zodiac signs, that was just open. And more than collective. I don't even want to put it that. I want to say it's a free reading. And I'm just hearing different tools, things being dropped, different tools. So it's like still a try and error, but I feel it's happening. And it's beautiful, isn't it? Lifting the veil, yes. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. So obviously, everything that is unaligned, everything that is somewhat, that needs to go, because I feel that we are all going on a big journey, and that is intergalactic and beautiful, because you are going to almost like come back to a land that you have forgotten you were a part of before you were locked into an egg, right? And I feel that in this land, if it's heaven, then what does heaven consist of? It consists of everyone you love and everyone you miss, and all of that, as well as healing in form of peace, right? When people pass away, you wish them peace. That's what we all do, right? Always. And but at the same time, we here in this egg, we don't have peace, right? Because we are separated from. We have the perception that we are separated from the people we love, right? And I feel that there's this veil is lifting, so you need to question everything, and it's strange, but it's also beautiful. Because look at this is beautiful energy, it's a beautiful light world of holograms and no density. So yeah, I feel that this is for now. It's for now it's complete. Yeah, we're getting there, right? Do you hear that? Yeah. So I feel that okay. If there's something happening with you that you feel that your sadness going, no, it's the opposite. It's just starting to become the biggest event change in what we have ever perceived, because we are breaking out of the egg that we have been living in. So, okay, let's pull another card to wrap it all up. Can't really wrap it up, we just need to discover this beautiful planet that is so different. Release control. Oh, I love it. and release your blocks. Okay, so release control. Yeah, it's a total surrender to what is happening, accepting everything that is happening, and from a loving perspective, releasing everything. And this, when you release all the blocks, because those are blockades, you are breaking out of maybe self-created egg in a way, right? But there's someone or something or an experience, I want to say, that is showing you what is happening with this whole breaking out process. It's a catalyst experience, really similar to breaking out of the egg. I want to put it on top here and prepare. Well, in anticipation of an experience like that you don't know anything of, because it will make you question everything that you have ever experienced in your life before, right? You still mightn't feel the need to prepare, and that's rightfully so. But how can you? Because you don't know what's happening, right? You don't know what the other dimension consists of. You don't know it, but you can look forward to it, because it's just yeah. But maybe in this, when you want to prepare yourself, you also want to take control, right? Because you want to ensure that you arrive at the other side of the egg with everything, intact. When there's you might recognize, it's like before you travel, you pack a lot because, just in case this, just in case that, blah, blah, blah. And then in reality, you don't need to pack anything, because you didn't need any of that. In fact, it would just drag you down. But beforehand, you felt the need to prepare for everything you needed, when in fact you are being met with everything you needed in a holographic situation, where you can just have everything you want, just like that, or where you just were being met with much more abundance than you could ever perceive from inside the egg, because we, in our limited world, we don't see energy, we just see coins. And, when you just see what you have on your bank account and you're like, that's my limitation. It's not, because that's different. It's a whole different thing, but you didn't know, and you try to prepare for it, but you can't, right? And but it's beautiful. It is. So the only thing you can prepare yourself with is forgiveness and love. I feel that if you feel that, the energy work, dancing, like raising your vibration to the point of gratefulness and peace, and open-heartedness, and just removing blockages or blockades that have been there, and accepting this change, then you are being met. But then you are really good or well prepared for this happening. Okay? Yeah. So I hope, I think yes. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah. But a little bit of my card. Let's pull one of my cards. Oh, yeah. So that's the overthinking card. Yeah, I think we might have the tendency to overthink. Oh yeah, preparation again. And it wants to say, there's no need to do that. There's this, it's happening, and it's much more beautiful than you ever thought it would be. And your preparation is to let go of that and be excited. It's like someone, it's like you're going on a journey, and you don't, you can see the evidence already. You don't, there's, so just be excited. Okay, be excited. It's okay. It's fine. And release control. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So additional info is in the letter box below, and see you next time. Bye.